And we are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and others, to another installment of Otaku Bros Live. I am your host this evening, Gio, as they like to call me, Giovanni Menendez here, and I am going to bring you the December 2019 manga solicitations. Unfortunately, nobody could make it. Everybody was busy. Nobody could stop for a few minutes on this show. So we're going solo, folks. Hang in there. We're going to try and get through this. Welcome everybody in the chat and everybody watching later on the replay. Thank you so much for your wonderful support. You are spectacular. Thank you so very much. It really does mean the world to us that you are tuning in to watch us live talking about whether it's the regular Omnibros show, talking about comics, or this spin-off, if you will, Otaku Bros Live, talking about manga. Hi, Joe. He is the first one in the chat. That is awesome. So for everybody watching, if you want to get your manga, you can do so by visiting our sponsor website, instocktrades.com, where you can get your collected editions and manga up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that. And if you order $50 or more on your order, you get free shipping, baby. That's the best part, free shipping. But speaking of best part, fantastic customer service and the best packaging that you can ask for only when you visit our website sponsor, instocktrades.com. So yeah, get your manga from InStock Trades. I cannot stress that out enough. You're busy going to other websites and dealing with those guys. Now, just go to instocktrades.com and you can get all your sweet, delicious mangoes, as we like to call them on the interwebs, at discount prices that nobody else can beat. So, yeah, go ahead and visit instocktrades.com. Every week, there's just with all the comics that are coming out, you're going to find a ton of manga that are also coming out at IST. And I cannot recommend it enough. Travis, thank you. Larry, everybody's tuning in. That is awesome. I started just a tiny little bit earlier, just, sort of since I'm by myself, so I can get the ball rolling with everybody tuning in. Today, I do not have my regular camera. I just have my FaceTime right here because we're going to switch it around and we're going to share my screen and talk about the manga that are coming out in the month of December. There's a lot of manga coming out. Johnny, let's highlight this because this is awesome. Got my latest IST package today. Love them. Yes, thank you. That is awesome. They have the best packaging. Plus, you can you can share it around. You can recycle that packaging and use it, and everybody's going to be super happy because I think we used to say it was like bomb proof, and I still stand by that. It's pretty awesome packaging. Hayden, thank you. Damn, Dio got his own solo movie. Is it an origin story? Maybe. I think so. I think I did a solo episode a few months ago, or a month ago. I don't know. I did an episode previously. That's all you need to know. So yeah, yeah. I want to get Gabe on this because he's so into manga right now. But he's working right now, so yeah, it's just me. Sorry. Manga is perfect for rounding up to $50. Heck yeah! I mean, you're missing a few bucks. Throw in a manga volume, volumes, $6 or $7. You're solid, and you get that 50% uh, $50 price tag, and you get the free shipping and all that stuff. Hey everybody, Ice sequel, even better. Hell yeah. um, so Oh, that's awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you so very much. That really means a lot. I appreciate it. Unfortunately, I cannot. Hey. Um. Oh, okay. Yeah, we talked about this on Twitter. Freddie, sorry to detail. IC got back to me about taxes and PR and refunded. If you made any orders since my tweet, check. yeah, I don't think I've made any orders in November, but I'll definitely check just in case because that was a little bit weird. They taxed you. All right, Gabriel, welcome everybody. Unfortunately, I'm going to share my screen, so I cannot look at the chat because I want you to see the manga. So I will try and get through them as quick as possible, and we can do some Q&A and actually highlight three items that I recently got that are anime and manga related. So let's do that. Let's do this quickly because there is a ton of books coming out. I think uh, there were hundreds of books coming out, including light novels. Unfortunately, we don't feature light novels on this because none of the crew read light novels. But that's something I would like to check out in the future. I don't know. So let's see if I can share this screen properly. Share screen application. The compliments I'll be missing. Nah, come on. I doubt it. I'm going to share my screen right here. All right. So here we go. First week of December. There's a lot of books, so hang tight, guys. I'm going to try and cover everything. We have Dragon Ball Super Volume 7. 7 volumes already. Wow. All right. So, yeah. Dragon Ball Super. You got Takane and Hana by Yuki Shiwazu, Volume 12. This one's a little bit not safe for work, so you've been warned. This is Destiny Lovers Volume 1 from Kazutaka. And yeah, she's got some big assets. Moving on. One Punch Man. I know a lot of people are going to be picking this up. Volume 18 of One Punch Man. L loves DK, if that stands for Donkey Kong, but I kind of wanted to. L loves DK by Ayu Watanabe, Volume 14. Here's another popular one, My Hero Academia, Volume 22. What's interesting about this is that we're like 2 more manga volumes away from catching up to the Japanese releases. And I think that's a rare occasion that rarely happens. And that's awesome. So it's going to be interesting going forward to see if Viz gives them like an extra month when the new Japanese volume comes out, because it's going to happen eventually. You know, the series is red hot. I would suggest picking this up immediately after it drops on in stock trades because they tend to sell out quick. They do print them, they do reprint and stock up eventually, but yeah, you're gonna have to get it quick because you're gonna be stuck waiting like 2 weeks for them to get new copies in. So yeah, My Hero Academia Volume 22. Next up, another fan favorite, Food Wars Volume 33. I do believe I do believe the series wrapped up, so I don't know if we're like 1 or 2 more books away from finishing. Somebody can correct me in the chat and in the comments. Ao Haru Ride Volume 8 from Io Sakisaka. You got Penguin Drum, which I do not know what this is, but I love penguins and I do want to check this out. This is Volume 1 from a whole bunch of people. I'm not going to pronounce their names because I'm probably going to butcher them. This is Queen's Quality Volume 8, story by Kyosuke Motomi. Plus Sized Elf, which I think this is a comedy-based manga about an elf trying to lose weight, which is already hilarious if you ask me, Volume 4. One Piece Omnibus Edition. This is the last one for now because if I remember correctly, the single volumes are up to 94. So yeah, even these Omni editions are almost caught up with these single releases of One Piece. That is insane. I think I dropped off at volume 21, something like that. So yeah, I still have quite a few books to pick up because I am collecting the series and reading it for the first time in this format. Jujutsu Kaisen. This is a new title debuted this year. I did check out a chapter on the Shonen app on my phone, and it recently got picked up for an anime as well. So I'm pretty interested in checking this out. How to kind of receive Volume 5? This isn't fan service. It's probably a volleyball sports manga or something. I don't know. You guys probably know more than me. We Never Learn, Volume 7. A few days ago, in the Otaku group on Facebook, which is a spin-off of the Omnibus Collectors group, somebody asked favorite guilty pleasure. I don't believe in that because I like what I like. I'm not going to say like, oh, this is a guilty pleasure. I kind of have to agree. This if I think this would be my guilty pleasure. It's not like the most quality top notch Shonen Jump title, but the characters are charming enough, and I love how they're drawn, all their facial expressions and the coloring and all that stuff. That I do come back to it, and I do like the anime adaptation as well. Here we have Attack on Titan, Volume 29. This is wrapping up. I think next year we'll see the series finale. Magical Girl Spec Ops Asuka, Volume 8. Super bloody. It would not surprise me if this is some isekai. Our Dreams at Volume 4. This looks pretty cool. Vinland Saga, Book 11, hardcover. I know a lot of people are going to be picking that up as well. Yona of the Dawn, Volume 21. Wow, 21 volumes. That's interesting. I do want to check this out too. Is Platinum End. Yeah, that font is crazy. Yeah, Platinum End, Volume 10. Interesting. Our Dining Table. This looks pretty cool too, by Mita Ori. Paradise Kiss. This was released a while ago, but this is the 20th anniversary edition. I don't know if it's oversized. If somebody knows in the chat and can let us know, that would be pretty sweet. And that is it for the first week. In the first week, the only thing I'm personally picking up is My Hero Academia, One Piece, and I do want to pick up Vinland Saga, but I am just entertained at the moment with the anime. I'm content with that, but I do want to collect it eventually because it's an awesome series. Moving on to the second week, there's a lot of shows here as well. You got Chio's or manga, Chio's School Road from Tadataka Kawasaki, Volume 7. Kingdom Hearts, the novel. Plunderer, Volume 3 from Sue Minazuki. This is interesting. All right, I'm a fan. Novel, and then it became a manga. This is hold on a second. Yeah, my bad. Am I yeah, sorry. So yeah, I'm a fan of this. It started out as a light novel, eventually became a manga, which is what you're seeing now, and it recently got picked up for an anime. It doesn't cross over with That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, but it's interesting. She is reincarnated into this world, and she spends her time killing slimes. So eventually, she maxes out her skill level like a JRPG, and now she has nothing to do. So based on that premise alone, I just want to see what an overpowered witch is going to look like in an anime. So I'm pretty excited about the manga too. Uh, how a realist hero rebuilt 5. Next up, if yeah, there we go. Boarding School Juliet. Don't know if this has a volume number, but To Love or Not to Love. Boarding School Juliet by Yosuke Kaneda. Yuri is my 5. That's an interesting name. Stroke of Midnight, Volume 10. This guy reminds me of the social media influencer in Carol and Tuesday for some reason. He reminds me of that character. I forgot his name. Pretty interesting. Comey Can't Communicate. I still have not picked up Volume 1. I actually I know what the series is about, and I do want to check it out. It looks super interesting and cute. Adi Fudet. I love Isekai. So yeah, this is a big Isekai manga that a lot of people like. I didn't like the anime, but I know a lot of people like the manga. Grand Blue Fantasy Volume 2. That monster looks adorable. This is Dragon Quest Monsters Volume 5, which I think this is like a alternate take, very Pokemon-esque. Eden's Zero Volume 5, the fairy tale, not fairy tale book. uh, Gal Gohan from Mari Tayo Volume 1. Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle Volume 10. This is also getting an anime. I'm pretty excited about that. The Ideal Sponger Life. This is also a comedy isekai, Volume 4. The Golden Sheep. I've heard good things about Volume 1. I don't know if I'm going to pick up the series or not, but it sounds pretty cool. Volume. Yowamushi Pedal, Volume 13, with that ridiculous cover. I love it. It's insane. Cycling manga. This I do not have the name for. Let's see. Oh yeah. Machimaho, I messed up and made the wrong person into a magical girl, Volume 4. That's a mouthful. Missions of Love, number 19. And that is it for the second week. Out of everything in the second week, the 300 Years Slime manga I do want to check out. And Sleepy Princess as well. Those sound pretty cool. Moving on to the third week of December, you've got Hinowa Crush Volume 3, Shibuya Goldfish Volume 6. This is pretty scary looking, creepy looking, I should say. Sword Art Online Hollow Realization Volume 5. The Alchemist Who Survived Now Dreams of a Quiet City Life Volume 2. Do you love your mom and her two-hit multi-target attacks? I wanted to like it because it was crazy bonkers, the idea of a isekai with your mom and all that stuff, but it's just too mediocre. I did not like the anime, so I cannot wholeheartedly recommend this. Silver Spoon Volume 12 from Hiromu Arakawa. This manga recently, I think it recently ended or is in the process of ending in November as of this video. So I can finally get it because I love the anime and I don't know if we're going to get a season 3, but if not, then I do want to collect the manga because I love Silver Spoon. Next up, a bit of fan service for you guys out there. This is Shadow Student Council Vice President Gives Her All Redrop. This is a spin-off, not safe for work, as you can already tell. We're already demonetized because of this, so I'm going to take it off the screen now. It's based on Prison School. It's a spin-off from Prison School. Death Mount Death Play. That font is hard to read. This is also not safe for work. This is Volume 3. Bungo Stray Dogs, Volume 13. Kakegurui, Volume Rui, sorry, Volume 11. The Devil is a Part-Timer, Volume 15. As Miss Beelzebub Likes, Volume 8. Interesting. It's a cute Beelzebub. Konosuba, An Explosion on This Wonderful World. This is a spin-off or a new title, Volume 3. Yeah, that Ubelblatt or something. That is another hard to read font, Volume 11. Goblin Slayer side story Neronone? Nero. God, I'm off my game tonight. Yearone. Year one. Year one. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Year one. Let me zoom in. Yeah, year one. Wow. All right. Oh my goodness. All right. And I do believe that that is it for the. Let me load this page again. I do believe that's it for the third week. Um, yeah, this is not loading. Let's move on to some other books in the fourth week. Little Devils from Umi. Ultra Kaiju Humanization Project, Volume 4. Happiness, Volume 10. Captain Harlock's Space Pirate Dimensional Voyage, Volume 10. Species Domain, Volume 7. How to Treat Magical Beast, Volume 4. And on the fifth and final week, you got Waiting for Spring, Volume 12. 10 Dance, Volume 5. Drifters, Volume 6. What Did You Eat Yesterday from Fumi Yoshinaga, Volume 14. And this is Magatsuki 11 through 13. So this is like an omnibus edition type thing. All right. Third week. It says I'm still live. All right. At any point in time, um, did the video stutter on any of the solicits? Because I fear that some of the books may have been lost in the process of me narrating the titles. So if anybody is in the chat that can tell me, I would appreciate it. Larry, Paradise Kiss 20th Anniversary Edition is oversized over the previous edition. That's cool. So it is oversized. That's awesome. Yeah. That third week will not open. What the heck? Let's see. If I go here. Sorry for the dead air, everybody. I'm checking if the third week opened up because there was a lot. Yeah, it didn't. There's still some more titles that I gotta highlight. Oh yeah, I missed a ton of them. All right, all right. Let's see if I can highlight myself again with no problems. Give me 1 second, guys. While I, yeah, all right, all right. Camera is a little bit weird. That's because I'm using the FaceTime camera, which sucks. Application window, StreamYard, and we share this thing again. Yeah, all right. Sorry for the loop inception. We were on the third week, and I was talking about Goblin 3, my Assemble of Year 1, Volume 3. Though You May Burn to Ash. Remember, guys, if you're tuning in, this is on the third week of December. Sorry about that. Is after a Terrified Teacher at Ghoul's School, Volume 8. This actually looks pretty weird. I might check it out. I like weird manga. This is something I must add to my collection. Junji Ito, No Longer Human. The original novel was by the famous writer Osamu Dazai. This is sort of Ito's adaptation of it with some illustrations. So, pretty interested in checking it out. That is, by the way, that Ito book is going to be um, bigger, oversized hardcover, if I remember correctly. Tokyo Ghoul Re, Volume 14 from Sui Ishida. Uku, Oku, The Inner Chambers by Fumi Yoshinaga, Volume 16, Parental Advisory, so it's a little not safe for work. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Kana's Daily Life, which is awesome and extremely adorable, and one of the most underrated manga and anime of all time, in my opinion. A lot of people like to give it flack for all the fan service, but Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is pretty hilarious. This is volume 22. That's a pretty cool cover. I like it. 20th Century Boys from Naoki Urasawa. This is the perfect editions, or however you want to call them. Volume 6. It's pretty cool. I know a lot of people are going to be double dipping on this one. Double dipping on that one. Yeah. Again, volume 12. My father is a unicorn from Monaka Suzuki. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's the thing. My father is a unicorn. Basically, he turns into he has a human form, so that's how he's able to have a kid. I'm just saying. I'm just reading it from the description. My father is a unicorn, volume 1. That's weird. O Maidens in Your Savage Season, another excellent title that I highly recommend. One of my favorite anime adaptations of 2019. Another title, World's End Harem, Volume 7. Saint Young Man. I know a lot of people are going to be picking this up as well, Volume 1. To Love Ru Darkness, Volume 13. Reincarnated as a Sword is getting a manga adaptation. I do believe this was a light novel at first. Again, another reincarnated isekai. This time he is a sword instead of a slime or a overpowered person. Monster Musume, another fan servicey risque series, volume 15. Golden Kamui, volume 13, another excellent manga. Drifting Dragons, volume 2. Do I have volume 2 here? I don't know if I have volume 2, but I do know that in December we are getting 2 volumes. Go with the Clouds, North by Northwest, volume 3. To Your Eternity, volume 2. Not volume 2, part 2. I think this is part 2. There it is. Drifting Dragons, part 2, or volume 2. Vow Love, volume 7. Yeah. Dirty Pair, this is, I think is, yeah, the Omnibus edition. So you can get that in a bigger format. Magia Record, Puella Magi Madoka Magica Side Story. That's a lot of M's. Jesus. Magica Swordsman and Summoner, Volume 12. Maximum Ride, the Manga, Volume 10. This is Volume 1 because they don't have a picture for Volume 10, but it is the right series, Maximum Ride. Sacrificial Princess and the King of Beasts, Volume 8. Shoulder a Coffin, Kuro's side story from Suyoku Tabunawa. The Case Study of Vanitas, Volume 6. And that is it for that third week. And just in case it lagged and nobody could see it, I'm going to highlight real quick week 4. Just going to show off the pictures of what's coming out. This is interesting. I didn't know it was from the creators of Flowers of Evil. Interesting. Happiness. Captain Harlock, Species Domain, and How to Treat Magical Beasts, Mine and Master's Medical Journal. Man, 2019 has some crazy ass titles. Just saying. Names are super long. And I can't read some of the fonts. Damn. Waiting in the Spring, 10 Dance, Drifters Volume 6. This is from the same guy that did Hellsing. What Did You Eat Yesterday? I don't remember what I ate yesterday, but it was delicious. This thing, which I forgot, I have the name here, Magatsuki 11 through 13, and that's it. Stop sharing. You can see my face again. All right. It did lag, but the interruption was brief, just a few seconds. All right, good. I don't know what happened with the drive link. It froze up. I tried reloading, refreshing the page. Nothing worked. So I moved on to the other ones. Uh, Giddy about manga. Yes, sir. Paradise Kiss. Is that a hardcover? I think it is. Let me check. Let me check real quick. 20th anniversary edition. No, it is a paperback. The 20th anniversary edition of Paradise Kiss is a paperback. Unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, Larry already answered that. Awesome. Can you make the images full screen? That's the thing. I downloaded the images, and I can probably do that. Let's see. Um, we're gonna be here a while. Let's see. Share screen. All right. Yeah, if I go like this, like you can see this one pretty big, no pun intended. But smaller ones, let's see if I can find a small image. I do know that smaller covers. Hmm. I can always zoom in with my keyboard right here. Yeah. Yeah, but that is crazy. I can't do that for every single one. There's like almost 200 images. That's insane. But I guess the hot titles that you should probably be on the lookout for, I do know this isn't going to sell out, but I do know this is a very popular series. Obviously, it's Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Super is a top seller. One Punch Man is a really popular one. Food Wars, My Hero Academia, as I stated earlier. One Piece, I doubt is going. I really doubt it. I think it is going to stay in stock, but that's also a popular one. This may go out of stock simply because it's a new title, and a lot of people like to jump on volume ones to check those series out. Attack on Titan is also a top seller that I do recommend. You got Vinland Saga Volume 11. I doubt it. You know, it's the 11th book of a long running series. Who knows? Book 11. And if I go to the second week, let's just pick out a few randoms here. This, because I want to push my slime agenda on everybody. I've been killing slimes uh, for 300 years and maxed out my level. Yeah. Yeah, I do want to check that out. Nothing else from this page actually. I doubt any of these will go out of stock. From the third week, which is the heaviest one, I do know that this is a top seller. I know a lot of people are going to be picking that up. Uh, Golden Kamui from Viz. That's going to sell pretty well, I think. Maybe Drifting Dragons. Who knows? I've heard interesting things about it. Uh, Fourth week. I doubt it. All these titles are pretty niche, if you ask me. Same with the fifth week. So, yeah. Thank you, Michael Lombardo. That's awesome. Off topic, but just saw that Avatar Steelbook set you shared to the Facebook group. Yeah, I had no idea they were going to do that. They are releasing. Uh, it's one complete set, but it comes in three steelbooks, the whole series on Blu-ray. We've already had a Blu-ray release. This is just the steelbook editions, and they look pretty awesome. I gotta admit, and I know I'm gonna get some flack for this, but I've never seen um, Avatar. I know Avatar: The Last Airbender when it was coming out. Maybe one or two random episodes, but I never, I never checked it out. So I do want to see it. I know it's on Netflix if I remember correctly, so I might have to go there and see if I can watch it because I've heard nothing but great things about it for so many years. I do want to check it out just to see what all the fuss is about. But yeah, so with that out of the way, let me know in the chat and in the comment section for those of you watching later on replay. Let me know in the comment section what manga titles you're picking up from all the ones I highlighted because there were a lot. I think it was 190 something manga volumes, which is insane for a single month. So it's a pretty interesting and heavy month to round out the year. It's been pretty cool. In December, I do want to, if we don't do a topic episode, I kind of want to do like a review of the year, like the best manga releases of 2019 or our favorite picks and all that stuff. And will I will make sure to have uh, a co-host with me, so it won't be just me talking because I haven't read a ton of manga titles that I can do a whole hour talking about it. I've only read a few, so yeah, I'll try and get that done for the next episode. Let's see. Avatar: The Last Airbender. That show has a beautiful steel. Yep, coming out February for $100. I think it was 90 something dollars. Pretty interesting. A little expensive in my opinion, but still, three steelbooks and a crap ton of episodes. They just added Last Bender on Netflix. You can't have been meaning to get it. Awesome. Shocking. I'm shocked, but also it's kind of understandable since it's not been available streaming anywhere. Yeah. I remember when it was coming out on TV, I catched like one or two episodes for the first season. I thought it was fine. I thought it looked pretty cool, but I didn't give it too much thought. There's so much stuff to read and watch and play, and you just lose track of series like that. So yeah, with all of that said, I did pick up some otaku related things. I got this, which I wanted to highlight. This is Beastars Volume 2. Volume 3 came out on In Stock Trades, and I missed it by that much because it's already out of stock on In Stock Trades. But I'm pretty sure it's going to get stocked up pretty soon, and you're going to be able to get it. But this is a hot title. The anime started a few weeks ago. I think the last episode was episode 7 of Beastars. And when a new anime comes out, a lot of people. This is volume 1 over here. Volume 2. So yeah, when a new anime adaptation comes out of a series, you get a huge influx of new readers that want to, hey, I like the show, I might as well get the manga, or I want to check out the original source material. So they get into the manga title and they desperately want to get all the volumes. Unfortunately, this is from the Viz Media signature series or line, which is taller than. Let me get another manga right here. This is Dr. Stone. It's taller, a little bit more deluxe. And when this comes out, people flock to it because it's oversized, it's gorgeous, and thank you guys. I will keep highlighting comments soon. So yeah, my recommendation for new manga readers or buyers, if you want a series and there's this hype building around it, don't worry because the hype um, will make it that what's the word I'm looking for? It will make the series be readily available. It just goes in and out of stock, but it won't go out of print. So don't worry about that. You can take your sweet time collecting it. But if you're impatient, like yours truly, when a new volume comes out and you're able to get it. Because then you're not going to be able, and you're going to have to wait like 2 or 3 weeks, and you're just gonna drive yourself nuts waiting for that book to restock. Sometimes they restock it pretty quickly. I think like in a couple of days or a week later, something like that. But other times you're gonna have to wait. So with Beastars, the anime is in full swing, and a lot of people are watching it for the first time, myself included. And I loved it so much that I picked up Volume 1 and Volume 2. Fortunately, I could not get Volume 3 in time, but I'll wait. I'll wait when it's in stock and get it. Um, I can answer this. Anyone know when Berserk Volume 4 is coming out? The deluxe edition is coming out in February 2020. February, mid February, mid month is coming out. Matt, thank you so much, buddy. I have to disagree. I do think all of you guys are the coolest. But thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And Man 40. I always wonder how the manga companies decide what size to release their books, like Viz with their Viz signature books. Sizes of manga are all over the place. Yeah, I think I can't. I'm not super knowledgeable on that topic, but my hunch, and maybe somebody can chime in as well. I do think it is deluxe, mature storytelling that gets the oversized treatment. It has to be that special book. I seriously doubt Dr. Stone will get an oversized edition. This is more action oriented, whereas something like with Viz, for example, Beastars, yeah, this is a deluxe series that it isn't necessarily for everybody, simply because of the subject matter. Not everybody is into anthropomorphic animals. I don't know why, because this is pretty awesome. But yeah, not everybody's into that. So they, you know, I can show off like, oh, I don't know if I, yeah, I didn't show this. Ran in the Grey World. This is another example of a Viz signature edition. This is Volume 5. This isn't the series that is going to get an anime or mainstream spotlight. So it does get some love with the signature series. It's sort of like their own version of the Criterion collection, if you will. Sort of select titles that they want to pimp out in deluxe edition. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on it. And Hayden says it'll be an evergreen, and I do agree because they really need to hurry up because the manga in Japan is up to volume, I want to say 15 or 16, which it's insane. Volume 3 in the US. Come on, chop chop, Viz. Let's put more of these books out there. Come on, people want that series. So the other thing I wanted to highlight, I recently got this from the pre-holiday blowout sale over at Bright Stuff. It is a couple, just 2 series that I wanted to highlight. I got Sayuki Complete Collection, all 50 episodes, 3 disc set. It sucks. I mean, I can't complain for the price, which I'll tell you in a second. But it sucks when you buy a series and it's just the disc and that's it. I'm a fan of an insert page, reversible cover. Give me something cool. Maybe a slip cover to go with this, so it's not as bare bones. But yeah, Zayuki is pretty interesting. Basically, an anime version of Journey to the West, with pretty dudes kicking ass and destroying, killing demons, and yeah, fulfilling their mission. I don't think it ever finished because there was the reload and gunlock. Then they redid the series, but I don't think that rebooted series finished. This is all 50 episodes in standard definition, by the way. So it's the same as a DVD, just remastered a little bit. I don't think it's 16 by 9. Uh, How many bros could hold a live show on their own? Just Geo. Probably Jess, but don't no manga shows for Jess. But he could, I think, because people like him so much. He's the best. Teddy could. Teddy, bless him. Teddy and Adonis live would be a classic. I'm not sure the world would be ready for that, but don't tell him I said that. The other series I got was Ideon, Ideon, Space Runaway from Made in Japan. Oh, by the way, the crazy thing about this was $10 when this came out on Blu-ray. I think it was this same year. It was 50 or $60, which is insane. And this gem was $10 as well. So I don't know what the deal is with Made in Japan because a lot of their titles are on the sale over at Right Stuff for $10, $20, which is crazy. If you go to Sentai, this is sold through them for 45 or $55. So to get it at such a cheap price, this is the complete series and the movies. Um, from the creator of Gundam. Again, pretty bare bones. You just have how many episodes is this? I forgot. 39 episodes in the two movies. So yeah, you just get all this. I wish there was an insert or something, or again, a reversible cover. Here is up to episode 39 and the two movies on this Blu-ray disc. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, I'm very happy that I finally own this. I've never seen it. I cannot wait to watch it. I love Gundam, so I know I will love this because it's supposed to be grittier or meaner or darker. I don't know. We're finally getting the complete DBZ on Blu-ray in the UK, but they're hitting us with a $299.99 price tag. I'd rather have one of those basic releases. Why is it so expensive? $300 for that. That's a little too much. I mean, it should be cheaper considering it's Dragon Ball and it's been around for 30 years. You know. Did I miss any comments? This is what I want to read. Probably pick up the final volume of Ubel Blatt. I think that was the name I stumbled on. Sorry about that. The font just messed me up. Ubel Blatt and that volume of 20th Century Boys. I thought that Gantz Omni Volume 4 also came out in December. I can check that out real quick. Give me one quick second. Omni 4. That is correct. I did not feature it on the solicits. Apologies on that. Gantz Omnibus Volume 4 is scheduled on mid-December as well. So yeah, a lot of people tell me, and I watched some video essays on how great Gantz is. I know the premise and I know what happens in the series. I just haven't read it, but I kind of want to pick up the omnibus. Don't tell anybody, but I kind of want to do. What manga do you think deserves a good quality box set release like Akira and Pandora Hearts? Hmm. Obviously, One Piece. Look, a lot of people will tell you like the manga boxes that they come out with the flap and the poster. I'm not a fan of them. At the price that you're charging, I think you could do better because it's pretty flimsy cardboard in my opinion. You could do something better. The poster, it's just like a mini fold out poster. Um, you could probably add like a compendium or an art thing, like a I don't know. You could do something better. I think that series is such a modern staple that it deserves something a little bit cooler, plus to justify the price tag on that thing. Another box set release that I would like to see, um, hmm, maybe something from Urasawa, maybe a Pluto box set or Monster. That'd be pretty interesting. I already have those series, but it'd be pretty cool because it is a collector set, and the only other Blu-ray releases we've had are Kai and the movies. Oh, that sucks. I have Dragon Ball on. I have Dragon limited to. Oh wow! All right. I have Dragon Ball Kai. I used to have the orange bricks, but I gave those away to a friend because I needed to save some shelf space. And I gotta admit, I love the series. I do typically prefer Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z. I know I'm weird. Um, I'm a little burnt out on all things Dragon Ball Z. It got to a point where I'm like, I get it. Bless Super and all the people that like it. I've tried it. I just I'm done with the series. I'm just totally burned out on everything Dragon Ball. I do want to watch the Broly movie. I haven't yet because Broly is my favorite character from the movies, from the older movies. So I do want to see that movie eventually. But I'm just burnt out on all things DBZ. But if I were to suggest to people, then yeah, get Kai because it saves a lot of space. It's only 9 Blu-ray sets, something like that. And mine are pretty jacked up, by the way. I didn't mention this on any video, but they were in storage and they got really water damaged, the slip covers. So I had to throw them out. They were torn up. That like as soon as I picked them up, they were just flimsy pieces of paper. So now all I have are the jewel cases, or the thin pack cases, and no slip covers. So, uh, yeah, it sucks. Sorry. I remember the Gantz anime was super popular. Thousands, yeah, early 2000s. When watched time, I got exposed to DBZ, Sailor Moon, Pokemon, yada yada, Gundam Wing, and so I've heard about Gantz, but it was an adult-oriented title, so I never checked it out. I just skipped right past it. Add the colored compendiums to that One Piece box set. Yeah, yeah. I mean, get those art books and just make it like really deluxe. I'm not a fan. I like the idea that you can carry everything and it has a strap, a handle thing, but it just seems so flimsy. You're just basically buying all the regular tiny manga books with just a flimsy cardboard to store them in. I get it. You save space that way, but it's a collector's item. I think it should be a little bit more special than that. Especially, I think it was, if it wasn't Tokyo Ghoul, it was probably Assassination Classroom. I watched an unboxing of that, and it's just the books and a mini poster. That's it. And you're charging hundreds of dollars. I'm like, come on, you could do something a little bit better, I think. Uh, yeah. Is there something? Hmm. Which reminds me, speaking of overpriced and expensive, I recently ordered the Fate, um, the Fate movie, Heaven's Feel Part Two, which came out on Blu-ray. This is just an example. I'm going to use this as an example because I don't have it yet. The Fate Zero box set. Uh, this is pricey as hell, and I hate it. But at the same time, I love it because Fate Zero is one of my favorite animes. So yeah, just want to throw that uh, public service announcement that yes, I do despise Aniplex with their ridiculous pricing tactics with their sets. It's stupid. And a lot of people will tell me, "Oh, but if you can't afford it, don't buy it." Yeah, but $10, $100+ No, come on. I'm only doing this for Aniplex for the Fate series. That's it, because that's the only way you can get it. I think it's dumb. You can file a complaint if you are a fanboy for Aniplex down below. Don't worry about it. I probably won't read it. Yeah, so there's that. Nobody seems to remember an internet radio show back in the late 90s, early 2000s called Anime Radio. Have you heard of them? Nobody seems to remember them. Anime Radio. Maybe. But dude, in early 2000s, all I had was dial-up internet. I don't. I might have seen a banner ad or a news site talk about them or something like that, but I didn't have the technology to properly stream an anime radio site. But yeah, it sounds familiar. It definitely sounds familiar. I don't know. Hmm. I don't know. It doesn't help that most anime are put out by Manga UK and they have too many properties to have a coherent release schedule. Ugh. Yeah, that sucks. You you should have more options at cheaper prices too, because some of these I like collecting anime a lot more than manga. Just going to be completely sincere. Animation is my favorite TV and film genre. Let's see if I can turn this around with my crappy FaceTime laptop camera. Uh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's some of the titles. I did make an anime collection video on my channel. Take that off. So yeah, I like collecting anime way more than manga. Manga, as you can see, is over there, and I have another shelf that I rarely show on camera. But if you've seen my collection videos, I've highlighted the books over there. Um, so I do think there should be more options worldwide to collect your anime at cheap prices. You know, and I get it. Yeah, you're paying per episode and all that stuff. That doesn't help. Okay. Um, guys, if you have any other questions about anything in particular, any show ideas, anything in particular that you want me to discuss, let me know. I am going to be ending this stream pretty shortly, but I want to thank you sincerely for tuning in. And this is a weird camera angle. Excuse me. I want to remind everybody that, of course, if you want any of the books that I highlighted in the solicits or the actual physical books, you can get them by visiting instocktrades.com, where you can get your collected editions and manga up to 50% off. Loyalty discounts tack on an extra 2% to that. And if you order $50 or more in your collected editions order, you get free shipping. It also has the best customer service around and wonderful packaging. All that stuff, you can only get it by visiting instocktrades.com. I forgot to do this. So yeah, visit our sponsor, guys, instocktrades.com, for all your manga needs. Not a lot of people realize it on the internet when I surf Twitter and stuff, but InStock Trades has a decent, pretty kick-ass manga selection, and not a lot of people are aware of that. So yeah, do yourself a favor and go to InStock Trades and search out your favorite manga title. So I want to thank everybody that tuned in, that watched this live. Thank you so much. It really means the world to me that you took time out of your busy schedule to support the show, watch this Otakubros impromptu episode. So yeah, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. We're trying to do something really special with these manga themed shows, and all the support that we can get is wholeheartedly appreciated. What's a good price on the Akira box set? Let me check. Let's see, because I don't have that box set. Unfortunately, I missed out on it. But it was retail $199, and you can get it. A lot of stores are out of stock, if I remember correctly. But you can still find it at 150, 160, something like that. I haven't checked recently, but yeah. If you're comfortable paying, I would never suggest paying over the retail price. But if you're comfortable paying around the 150 mark, 150 to 170, that's a good sweet spot, I think. Because that set is awesome. It has that collector's book, the patch, and the sweet box. That's how you do a collector's box, in my opinion, for manga. I think, going back to One Piece, I think the French editions are oversized or bigger or something. Do that. Bring that over here. I know a lot of people will buy that. A couple more before I wrap up. The problem I had with collecting anime was that I was collecting right before DVD became the norm, and I had a ton of VHS tapes. I wanted to replace them with DVD Blu-ray, but it was too daunting. I never collected anime on VHS. I watched them on VHS, and I did rent out anime on VHS, but I never collected any. When I started collecting was back in 2003. And I'll save that story for a different time on my first DVD, because it's something you guys will not believe. It's pretty interesting. When I started collecting, it was all DVDs, stuff like the first Full Metal Alchemist series. And then slowly I got all the series. And what I'm trying to do with my anime collection is basically do like the greatest hits. I'm not going for like complete sets of every single show, nothing crazy like that. Just one, the stuff I really like, and two, like the main titles, your Sailor Moons, DBZ, Gundam, FMA. Now I'm starting to get older series like I highlighted earlier. So I'm doing stuff like that. But now my issue, the thing that is bothering me right now, is that a lot of titles are getting Blu-ray releases, and I have no way of upgrading. Not upgrading. I have no way of selling them because I don't have anybody that's interested in buying DVDs. So I'm stuck with the DVDs, and I hate double dipping. I'm sorry. It takes a special kind of series for me to double dip. The only one I'm thinking right now that I'm going to double dip is on Gundam Seed and Seed Destiny, even though they're not the best Gundam titles. They're the ones I watched as a teenager and really freaking got into it and loved so much. And I do recognize how flawed the story is, but I love Seed a whole ton. It's one of my favorite animes. And I have the full series down below over here on, let me highlight a random volume. Here's a DVD for Gundam Seed, and the mastered perfect editions that got an HD transfer and a new dub and all that stuff. I think that's on Hulu, if you want to watch it. That is coming out next year. I do believe Right Stuff is going to be selling that, and I do want it. I do want those sets, and it's justifiable because it's a remastered edition, so it's technically not the same. It's not a straight port to Blu-ray. So yeah, I found a loophole. Yay me. So yeah, that's my main issue with Blu-rays. I do have like, yeah, awesome. Thank you, Gabriel, for tuning in. That's awesome. David, you're late. Come on. I'm kidding. Don't worry about it. Do you think Barnes & Nobles will complete the Tokyo Ghoul Monsters editions, deciding if that's how I want to collect the series? I think they will, because there's a new one that was solicited for next year, I think. I do think it might take a while, but I do think they are going to do that because Tokyo Ghoul sells. A lot of people like that series. I'm not a huge fan of it. I have to admit, I've only seen the 2 shows or something, and wasn't really for me, simply because I hate the centipede transformation thing. I cannot stand centipedes. They freak me out. So no, thank you. Started collecting anime around 1997. All right. You know what I do miss? The Evangelion ADV sets. Had them in my hand. I didn't get them. And I have no idea if that series is ever going to get a North American Blu-ray release. And I miss it dearly. I want to own that set, but it's crazy expensive. Having all the Gundam anime would be great, but the Blu-rays are really expensive. Yeah, I mean, I went crazy last year and got a ton of them on the Right Stuff Golden Week sale on summer. You got to wait for those sales. Some of them were like 40% off, 50% off, something like that. And I started with the Universal Century. I wanted to get every After Colony alternate reality series, but some of them I don't like Gundam Wing and Gundam X or whatever you want to call it, stuff like that. I watch them and that's enough. I don't want to collect them. I'm just focusing on Universal Century, which I have here. Universal Century here, so you believe me. Universal Century and Gundam Seed. I want to get Gundam 00, G Gundam. That's about it. Oh, and frickin' Reconquista, because it has the best art in a Gundam series. I said it. Deal with it. I don't mind. I didn't realize Monster Editions existed up until a few weeks ago. Yep. Your collection is older than some of these. All right, I'll tell you guys. My first, and we're already out. I was supposed to finish this stream 7 minutes ago, but I'll keep going a little while longer. My first ever anime. Shoot, I don't have it here. My first ever anime DVD was Those Who Hunt Elves on DVD back in 2002, 2003. Yeah. The premise was so stupid. I wanted to check it out. So silly. And I like comedy shows, comedy anime specifically. And yeah, what a strange way to begin collecting anime with Those Who Hunt Elves. After that, it was Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. What else? The first Vampire Hunter D movie too, and it was Dragon Ball, Pokemon, FMA, and then it just kept growing and growing as I was watching shows like Yu Yu Hakusho, Ghost in the Shell, and I just started acquiring them as soon as I could. And all the Evangelion on VHS and the movies on DVD. Yeah. Omar here, one of the Omnibros. He was around for the VHS era of Evangelion. I watched it on DVD. I'm sorry. I'm not that old. The sale from this past week was super clutch. All those series were down to... Yeah. I was going to use my code, but I gave it to Adonis. So there you go. If you are part of the group and you see his post, I'm partially responsible for his haul. So I gave him my code because the only thing I wanted to get was Reconquista, and I didn't want to use the code just for that. It's not something I want to get right now. I'm like, whatever. So Adonis was really wanting to get into the Gundam craze. So I'm like, there you go, buddy. Use that code well. And he hauled big. I think he got almost everything. UC Gundam. Geo, I would love to see Outlaw Star manga brought over here. I'd love that anime. Yeah. I'm surprised it's not available. That's a staple. Everybody growing up, Bebop. Oh yeah, the Bebop movie. I remember collecting that early on, and the Satoshi Kon movies.
Satoshi Kon's being my favorite animation director of all time. Those were pretty great too. But yeah, Outlaw Star was a staple back in 2001 to 2003. That era was pretty interesting. The anime was a classic. Yep. I was going to get it when the Blu-ray was released, but I totally forgot. Eventually I will. So yeah, my journey into anime. That was pretty strange. By the way, I showed this on Omnibros, but I recently got, thanks to a friend of mine, the first Kame Ga Kill. This was, he got the coupon for the free, the freebie item over at Right Stuff, and he already has the series, so he gave it to me as a gift, which is really awesome. Fortunately, it doesn't have the chipboard box, so it's all separate like this. I don't know where I put all the extra stuff, but because it does come with posters and stuff. But yeah, Blu-rays, and which I don't like that they do like DVD cases for Blu-rays. I think it's weird. Here we have the first 12 episodes and the Red Book, which is an info book. And volume 2 I should be getting soon. So pretty excited about that as well. Let's see. Did you try Snow White with a red hair manga? Correct me if I'm wrong, but it does have an anime. I think I have it on my watch list. Do I have it on my watch list? I have something Snow White in a watch list, either on Crunchyroll or Hulu. I don't know. Hinowa Crush is the sequel to Akame. Hinowa, it doesn't. Does it have an anime? I don't know. I know the manga is the preferred format for Kame Ga Kill, but I haven't read or seen Hinowa. Mm-hmm. So, yeah. A couple more minutes, guys. If you got any other questions, if not, I'm about to wrap this up because I've been going on for an extended time. I did not know I was going to do a full hour by myself. That's awesome. Yay me. Whew. So we've talked a lot about anime and manga. Manga, all right, manga only. Nice. Yeah, I haven't checked that series out. Did I haul anything else? Oh, I'm dumb. Hold on. Yeah, I can't show this. Probably can. Whatever. It comes in this. I can't show the other side just in case, but it has some really cool stuff inside. Fenner. I have not. I'm sorry. I got a huge Nintendo haul the other day for my birthday a few months back, and I'm still trying to get through all those games. If anybody's wondering, the Akame Ga Kill has stickers, freaking tattoos, temporary tattoos, which I do want to use just for the hell of it, and this sweet poster, which is pretty cool. I don't have a lot of posters, so this is good. This is going to be nice to add to the collection. Kame Ga Kill poster right there, and you flip it over. Yep. So that's pretty interesting. I do know that the second set has other goodies, so I'm pretty excited to get that into my collection as well, to add that. All right, guys, that's about it. 2 plugs, solicits, Q&As. I think that's good enough. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you so very much for liking and commenting and subscribing to the Omnibus Collectors Network. Stay tuned for next Sunday for the news Coffee with the Bros show, or however Jess likes to call it, where we talk about entertainment news and comic book stuff. And the next Otakubros should be 2 weeks from now or something like that. So it will be a discussion on a manga We're not sure yet what it is. So stay tuned. Who knows what it'll be? It'll be a surprise topic. So for everybody on this channel, thank you so much. Thank you to all of you for tuning in. God bless. I wish you all nothing but the very best. And I will catch all of you on next Sunday, if I'm there, and on the next show, whenever that may be. So cheers, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I love you guys so much.